Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to my channel, Forza Horizon 3. Wow, it was just announced. It looks amazing. They released a trailer and did some gameplay. I'm going to be doing a analysis of the trailer right now, and later we'll do the gameplay. So stay tuned for this. We're going to go through all the things in the trailer that you may have missed. I think they introduced a lot of things we've been hoping for, so we'll see that soon. Stay with me. Our first glimpse of Forza Horizon 3 is this oceanscape, with a beautiful sunset and some birds flying. Next we see a dense jungle, and both of these environments are new to the Forza franchise. Next we see some kangaroos, and the kangaroos are interesting because we have never had animals in Forza before, so I'm interested how these will play into the game. Can you run them over? Probably not. Can you go through them? Probably. Or maybe they won't even be able to be driven into. Maybe they'll be off where you can't drive, which is kind of lame if that is that way, because I don't want any invisible walls, but we'll see. Anyways, it adds a lot of realism, and I think it's a great addition. Okay, so next we see this undergrowth, or I don't know what to call it. I'll just call it undergrowth, and we see a stream going through it. We also see some fireflies, and it looks like it's sunset. This is interesting because you actually can drive right through there, probably, and go mudding and off-roading. So that is very interesting. Can Lamborghinis and Ferraris do that? Probably not, but I'm interested to see if they can. It'll be fun. Okay, here we get our first glimpse at a car. This is the Lamborghini Centenario, and the graphics look okay. You know, they're not leaps ahead of Forza Horizon 2, but they're definitely acceptable, and I'm definitely excited that they're this good. In Forza Horizon 6, they were really good, and I don't think they're as good as Forza Horizon 6, but they're definitely a little bit above Forza Horizon 2, so that's great. Okay, next we see this Nissan GTR, and when I first saw this car, I freaked out. If you know anything about cars, you'll know that that is a wide body kit, and that's not any wide body kit, that is a Liberty Walk wide body kit. This is something we have been asking for forever in Forza, so I'm so pumped to see this. You know, wide bodies are here finally, and I'm just so excited. Anyways, other things about this scene are, I don't think the wheels are spaced that much out, so I don't know if it's like Need for Speed where you can do camber and track width, but I hope so. I really do. But anyways, let's get on. Okay, right here we can see a little time lapse of the day and night system. It looks spectacular. We can see all these stars in the sky, and it just looks great. It looks like there's a lot of detail, and it looks like there's a lot of contrast in the colors in the light. So that is something that Forza Horizon 2 lacked. You know, a lot of contrast and colors, and it just looks great. I'm so excited. Alright, so now we're at this beach scene, and this is an aerial nomad. That is the car, I think. It might not be, but I'm not sure. I don't know a lot about off-roaders and stuff, but anyways, I think that's an aerial nomad, and the interesting thing about this aerial nomad is that it has a license plate, and license plates have never been seen before in the Forza franchise, so it's very interesting to see that. It's also on the beach, and on the beach you can drive anywhere, you can go in the water, and this has never been seen in a Forza game as well. You know, all the water has been blocked off in other Horizons, so can you drive right into the water where you sink? I don't know. It's interesting. I hope there's no walls. I hope it just resets you on the land. And it's really exciting, so let's get on with it. Alright, next we see a bunch of other cars. I cannot ID them right now. I'm going to do another video where I ID every single car that's announced and every car in the trailer, so stay tuned for that. We see a beach scene, and we see a wrecked boat hull. So that's cool because it just shows all the diversity in the game of the scenic locations you can drive through. We also see the sky, which looks phenomenal. It's just some white puffy clouds. They look super realistic. And it's just amazing upgrade from Forza Horizon 2's dull skies and dull ground and one color palette. It's just great. So anyways, we'll move on. Alright, here we see some river driving like I talked about earlier. They're just splashing through the water. Obviously, it's not going to be super deep where you sink in the river areas, but the oceans probably will be. It's interesting though. Can you do this in like a Ferrari F40, for example? Probably not, but Forza Horizon 2 was quite arcadey in that sense. You could just launch off mountains and stuff. I hope this game is really stickler for realism. That's what I want, a stickler for realism, because that's what we're missing in all open world games related to cars. So let's get on with it. Okay, here we see a place that looks like an airport or something. Probably not an airport. I'm not sure what it is, but we see another rally car, which I cannot ID right now. I'm not too keen on rally cars. And next we see a little tiny sign that says Kangaroo Crossing, which may relate to the first kangaroos we saw. So maybe they can be in the playable area. It remains to be seen. Okay, here we see another beautiful time lapse of the boat hole we saw earlier. Looks great. You can see like the high tide has made puddles and stuff, which will just make driving on the beach really fun and scenic, and it looks great. Alright, here we see some supercars. In the middle we have the Ferrari FXXK, we have the RDR8, which also has a different license plate, and we see a Koenigsegg 1-1, I think it is. I'm not sure, I'm not really keen on Koenigsegg, I can't say that word, Koenigsegg's either, but the sky looks beautiful in this scene. Looks like they're driving on a highway. It looks like pretty fast as well. It just looks great. There we see a dam, and above the dam we see some lake, I guess you would call it, and there's a sailboat in there. We see some tall trees. This area just looks great, and I'm wondering if you can just splash right into that water off the dam. That would be fun. Next we see a Subaru and an Evo. Classic rivalry right here. The Subaru and the Evo have customization that I think is in Forza Horizon 2. So that's not new, but it looks great in this game. They both have their fog lights on, so that's cool. Right here we have a Camaro and a BMW. The BMW has a wide body kit, which I think is a Liberty Walk kit, and they're going through like a residential area, and this area looks great. You know, this is something Forza Horizon 2 and Forza Horizon 1 lacked, like just a nice area where people are. You can just drift around the city streets, and it's pretty realistic looking, and that's just great. Just great. Here we see like a very deserty scene. Just a lot of rally cars and off-roading vehicles here. This trailer really focused on off-roading, which is alright. I'm not a big fan of it, but it is fun sometimes. And anyways, he's going off a massive dune, doing a huge jump and landing it flawlessly in front of his friends. Looks great. Okay guys, here's another scene that just wowed me. Here we have our BMW driving through a city. There's a train going over. There's skyscrapers. It just looks phenomenal. You know, this game has huge diversity in the scenes compared to Forza Horizon 2, where Forza Horizon 2 just had nothing. It was just all flat lands, all brownish green grass. This just looks amazing, and is what, frankly, we've been asking for. You know, it's not Japan like I hoped, but it's still amazing, and Australia was like my second or third choice, so I'm happy. Here we have what looks like to be a showcase event. We have our rally car, and it looks like there's a Chinook carrying another rally car, and it looks like he's on a course this time. So this is not just out in the wild. There's a course, there's arrows. This is probably a mission, so yeah, that's good to know. And over the Centenario flies a jet, which is also probably a showcase event. It'd be cool if there was jets and helicopters and stuff like that just flying around in free mode. That would add a lot of depth into the game and just some realism, but I doubt that will happen. Looked like a showcase event. Anyways, that is the trailer for Forza Horizon 3. I hope you enjoyed. We have our Centenario ending it off. September 27th is the release date. The game just looks amazing. I'm hyped. You know, I played Forza Horizon 2 way longer than I should have. It was a fun game, and this looks even funner, so, or more fun. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you all for watching. Let me know if I missed anything. Let's have a little discussion in the comments. You can tell me what you liked, didn't like. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.